Alright, so you're a student that has trouble with time management. Well, lucky for you, you clicked on this video because I'm going to show you 5 ways that helped me better my time management. Alright, so number 5 would be setting daily goals for yourself the night before. So before you sleep every night, make sure you just take a little notebook, a paper, on your phone, whatever you want. Whatever is easier for you. All you got to do is write 3 goals that you want to achieve the next day. So when you wake up the next morning, you want to go ahead and start trying to attack your goals, right? So let's say you have an assignment due. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start working towards your assignment. Depending on how your schedule is, you want to schedule yourself to be able to do the things that you need to do before you spend time and have free time. Setting goals before you sleep the night before will allow you to get to your tasks at hand faster because you'll remember it. As students, we have a lot of things going on in our lives. We have jobs, we have lots of sports, lots of things, you know, everybody has different things. I go to the gym, I have a podcast, I have so many things that I have to do. And for me to manage my time, I need to know exactly what exactly needs to be done every single day. So that's why when I take the time to go ahead and write down all the tasks that I need to accomplish, will help me a lot more in my time management, because then I get to realize like, hey, you know, I got to finish this assignment, but then after I finish that assignment, well, I have to post this YouTube video and I have to edit this YouTube video, or I have to finish this project, I have to study for this exam. So that's why setting these goals for yourself will help you and give you mental clarity. Number 4 would be using a calendar. So using a calendar may sound like funny, but in reality, it's helped me change my life and turn my life around. Because in the past, I'd have so many things I had to do, so many appointments, but I'd always forget. Something you can do is if you have an iPhone, you can ask Siri to remind you. If you have an Android, you can ask Google to set these reminders for you and add them to your calendar. And every time you do that, you just set yourself up for success, because you'll always remember what has to be done. At the same time too, when you use a calendar, it lets you know if you're doing too much or too little, or not doing enough at all. Using a calendar makes you in control of what you're gonna do, because it allows you to remember so many things that you would just forget usually if you didn't have a calendar to remind you. The third thing that I do that changed my life forever is sleeping earlier and waking up even earlier. So I used to be one of those guys that stayed up until like 3-4 a.m. At the same time, I was wasting so much time on YouTube, Netflix, all these social media apps, you know, just taking my attention away. But I realized, why don't I sleep earlier and then wake up earlier? There's no one to distract me at 5 a.m. when I wake up. There's no one that's awake, so I can attack my goals and get my things done. Whatever needs to be done will get done at that time, because nobody is awake. You limit all the distractions in your life. Everything is just so much better for you at that time. When you stay up late, you have so little focus because you're mentally drained from all the things that happen during that day. So many things can distract you so easily. You're gonna want to watch a show, you're gonna get hungry, you're gonna go get a snack, then you're gonna forget that you had an assignment due. So many things can go wrong when you stay up late. But when you're in the morning, when it's 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever it is, the distractions are so much less and your brain is open to learn and is just ready to take in so much more information, because it's fresh and it just woke up. There's not any of that social media BS in there yet. No, nothing, you know. That's why sleeping earlier and waking up earlier changed my life. Number 2 would be embrace your distractions and get rid of them. If your phone is something that gets you going and gets you distracted all the time, when you study, when you need to do something, turn your phone off, put it on Do Not Disturb, put it in a different room. Using Do Not Disturb has helped me so much, especially with an iPhone. I use focus modes. I have different modes. When I'm at school, it automatically turns on. When I go to the gym, it automatically turns on based off of geolocation and usually the time that you use it. When I go to work, Do Not Disturb is always on. Whenever I'm doing something important, Do Not Disturb is always on, because I don't want to be distracted. Before, when I didn't use these things, I found myself always getting a text message and be like, oh, let me open that, let me see what it is. But when I turn on Do Not Disturb, I don't get notifications. I use a MacBook for my school, and so all my notifications from my phone go to my Mac. All my messages, everything. Anytime someone calls me, anything like that, it all goes there. Another thing is, when you If it's a distraction for you, that's the space that you study in or the place that you work in, try to find a new environment that changes your mindset and makes you want to work harder. So a lot of people, what I know is they go to coffee shops because it's everyone in there is doing their own thing, you know. But when you're at home, you're in your comfort of your own room, on the kitchen table, wherever it is, you feel comfortable. You have to stay on your toes and be uncomfortable. That's the number one thing. The more comfortable you are, the less likely you are to get something done. Lastly, number one, use your spare time to study. Because we're students, we have so many things at hand. We have jobs, we have so much classes, so much things that we need to do, and we always want to hang out with our friends, right? But here's the thing, you can't go out and hang out with your friends knowing you have a test tomorrow because you didn't study for it. But here's the thing, if you were to take your spare time, rather than using it to scroll through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever social media platform you use, Netflix, whatever it is, if you just use that time that you spent on your phone, you would be able to get so much more done. Do me a favor, go look at your screen time right now. You're gonna see that you use your phone so much, those hours that you spend on social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, you're killing time. Rather than killing your time, use it to better yourself and get your stuff done. Because then you can go and do whatever you want. Because we're all busy, we all have jobs, all these things, and we can't stop working. Some of us need to work to pay our tuition, some of us need to work to pay our bills, and that's not an option, right? So an option is to limit our free time and use it for studying and get things done. If you learned something in this video, make sure you press that like button, press that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.